You are a grocery chain owner, a retail entrepreneur, or a founder sitting on a solid supplier network. You watch Blinkit print money in your city. You watch Zepto expand into your market. You watch Instacart lock in subscribers by the millions. And you think, I should have built this. Here's the thing, you still can. Not because the market is not competitive, it is, but because Blinkit cannot serve every city, every niche, every community, or every supply chain the way a focused local operator can. The real question is not whether to build. The question is, what does it actually take to build a grocery delivery platform in 2026 that can compete, grow, and make money? That is exactly what this video covers. Stay with me. We are going to cover why the opportunity is still wide open, what a proper grocery delivery tech suite looks like in 2026, how to build it so you can outperform what is already out there, what AI adds to your platform that your competitors cannot easily copy, and how to get started without burning your budget before you launch. We are iTechnoLabs, a custom AI and software development team. Our team has built grocery delivery platforms, quick commerce systems, dark store management tools, and on-demand delivery apps for clients across North America, the Middle East, South Asia, and Africa. We do not just design apps, we build the full tech suite behind platforms like the one you are about to plan. There is a link in the description to book a free 30-minute strategy call with us. If you're serious about building a grocery delivery platform, book it before you spend $1 elsewhere. We will tell you exactly what to build, what it costs, and what timeline is realistic for your market. Now, let us get into it. Why the opportunity to build an app like Blinkit is still wide open? Everyone assumes quick commerce is saturated. The data says otherwise. The online grocery delivery market is at $0.91 trillion in 2026 and projected to reach $2.43 trillion by 2031, growing at over 21% annually. That is not a market closing down. That is a market still being built. Regional grocers and small chains are now consolidating or relying on white label logistics providers to remain viable, which means the infrastructure layer is becoming a product in itself. The global quick commerce market is projected to grow from $123 billion in 2025 to over $1 trillion by 2035. Here is where the real opportunity sits in 2026. Blinkit owns dense metros, but Tier 2 cities, regional markets, niche verticals like organic produce, halal grocery, farm to door, or B2B bulk delivery, none of that is locked up. In markets where quick commerce options exist, 82% of consumers have already shifted at least a quarter of their grocery spending to these platforms. Consumer behavior has already shifted. The infrastructure in most markets has not caught up yet. That gap is where you build. Now, what a grocery delivery tech suite actually includes. Most founders think a grocery delivery app is one app. It is not. It is a suite of 4 interconnected systems. If any one of them is weak, the whole operation breaks. 1. The customer app. This is your user-facing product. In 2026, it needs to do more than show a product list and a checkout button. It needs real-time inventory visibility, so customers never add something to cart that is out of stock. It needs smart search and filters built around how people actually shop, by diet, category, brand, or recipe. It needs live order tracking with accurate ETAs, not fake progress bars. And it needs flexible delivery options, instant, scheduled, and subscription-based recurring orders. 2. The delivery partner app. Your riders are your last mile. Their app needs AI-optimized routing, multi-order batching to maximize earnings per hour, live status push to customers, and earnings dashboards that keep your gig workforce engaged and retained. 3. The store/dark store management panel. This is the operational engine. You need to manage inventory, pricing, delivery zones, promotions, vendors, analytics, and customer support from a single interface. Automation here reduces manual errors, speeds up operations, and is what allows the platform to scale without adding headcount. The admin and analytics dashboard. This is where you make decisions. Order velocity by zone, top SK us by neighborhood, delivery, SLA compliance, refund rates, customer lifetime value, all of it in one place. In 2026, if you are flying blind on data, you are losing money you do not know you are losing. Here is how you win against what is already out there. Go deep in one zone before you go wide. Blinkit did not launch across 200 cities. It owned specific neighborhoods first, density of dark stores, density of riders, density of repeat customers. Copy that logic. One zone, done exceptionally well, builds the playbook you scale everywhere else. Niche the product, not just the geography. a grocery platform built specifically for South Asian households, or for restaurant supply buyers, or for health-conscious millennial parents wanting that platform wins loyal customers that a generic app cannot retain. The niche is the moat. Win on reliability, not just speed. Blinkit's EBITDA. Break even is structural. Their CEO has stated directly, "We don't believe you can build a strong quick commerce business on the back of heavy discounting. The tougher answers to growth are the only ones that last. Competing on discounts burns cash. Competing on reliability, the right product, always in stock, delivered when you said, builds repeat order rates that actually sustain the business. Build subscription mechanics in from day one. Subscription programs are being used by the biggest players to subsidize fulfillment costs while locking in user loyalty. A monthly grocery subscription with free delivery above a threshold changes your unit economics completely. Now, let's talk about how the AI layer can be your unfair advantage. This is where the gap between a basic grocery app and a profitable grocery platform lives. The grocery delivery market runs on thin margins, typically 3 to 8% on grocery baskets. The platforms that achieve profitability solve those economics with AI, not with headcount. Here is what AI actually does in a real grocery platform in 2026 demand forecasting. Your dark store or warehouse stocks the right quantities before demand spikes, based on weather, local events, day of week, and historical patterns. AI forecasting reduces perishable inventory waste from as high as 10% down to 2 to 4%. For a platform doing 5,000 orders a day, that difference goes straight to margin. Predictive ordering. The app anticipates what a customer wants based on previous habits, the time of day, and even local weather. A user who orders groceries every Sunday evening gets a pre-filled cart on Sunday afternoon requiring one tap to confirm. That is not a feature. That is retention, AI meal planning. Generative AI builds personalized weekly meal plans based on dietary restrictions, health goals, and what is actually in stock locally, turning your app from a shopping tool into a daily use health and lifestyle product, smart substitution engine. When a product is out of stock, the platform does not cancel the order. It recommends the closest alternative based on price sensitivity and product similarity. Cancellations drop. Customer satisfaction stays high. Route intelligence. AI batches multiple orders per rider run, optimizes pickup sequence in the dark store, and recalculates routes dynamically when traffic or delays happen. Your delivery cost per order goes down without asking riders to work harder. We build all of these into the grocery platforms we deliver at iTechnoLabs, not as optional add-ons, as core architecture. If you have watched this far, you are probably past the "should I build this" question. You are at "how do I build this right?" That is exactly where we come in. At iTechnoLabs, we work with grocery entrepreneurs, retail chains, and founders who want to launch or scale quick commerce platforms. Book a free 30-minute strategy, call through the link in the description.